Hello, I'm Miamisburg Mayor Dick Church Jr. Welcome to my State of the City address for 2013. I'm very happy again this year to bring you my annual report on the major activities related to the Miamisburg local government and community. What you'll hear in this presentation are some of the highlights from the past year in Miamisburg and some of the things to watch for in the year ahead. I always look forward to bringing this report to our viewers, and I hope you'll find the next several minutes to be informative and enjoyable. You know, we are very blessed in Miamisburg. I see great things happening throughout our community, and I wonder if sometimes if my fellow citizens and I we're too close to fully appreciate them. I routinely attend meetings and activities throughout our region, and it's very common for someone there to ask me about something positive that they've heard about in Miamisburg or the progress that we've made in some area. Now that's very gratifying to me. Do we as a community take these things for granted? Maybe sometimes we do. I look around Miamisburg and I see a downtown district that is more alive today than it has been in decades. I see the Mound facility, where we lost over 2,000 federal employees in the 1990s, but are now creating new development opportunities. I see the I-75 Austin interchange and how it's going to positively impact the economic future of Miamisburg and surrounding communities. I see new businesses moving here, or existing businesses that are growing and expanding. I see two major thoroughfares through our city, Central and Linden Avenues. They're being upgraded to meet our transportation needs for years to come. I see how the financial support of voters has enabled our local government to withstand very difficult financial challenges in recent years and avoid major cuts in services. I see a cooperative relationship between Miamisburg and Miami Township that is helping us both serve our residents more efficiently. I see beautiful new school buildings opening up to provide the environment and the resources our young people need in the 21st century. I look around and I see all these things, and I really appreciate what's happening here in my hometown. Believe me, we are fortunate. Not every city across the country or even across this region has such great things going on. But I also know these things aren't accidents. People are making them happen. So let's look back at some of our achievements from 2012 and recognize how meaningful these things really are. The economy has been sluggish in our nation and our region over the last several years. These conditions have adversely affected many families, businesses, and governments to varying degrees. In Miamisburg, the downturn has had a profound impact on our local government because we've experienced major decreases in multiple revenue sources. But as I mentioned a few moments ago, we were able to avoid cutting services to our residents. There were two primary reasons for this. First was the increase in our local government tax rate approved by voters in 2010. The second has been because of some promising new economic development in our city. For example, I am pleased to report that our largest employer, the Kettering Health Network, expanded its presence in Miamisburg last year. The network, which operates Sycamore Medical Center on State Route 725, purchased and renovated this office building near the Dayton Mall to consolidate personnel from various support departments. As a result, hundreds of jobs are in the process of moving here from other facilities in the network. Miamisburg is very proud to be the home of Sycamore Medical Center, and we're excited that the Kettering Health Network has chosen to expand its footprint here in our community. Also in 2012, it was gratifying to see some activity in one of the most attractive commercial sections of our city. The South Point Business Park is located off Alexandersville Road, just east of the Sycamore campus. South Point has been a great site for new construction, and last fall we helped celebrate milestones for 2 building projects. A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held at the official grand opening of the DaVita Dialysis, one of the country's leading providers of kidney care. Then a short time later, ground was broken on a new office location for Miamisburg Vision Care, which currently operates on Central Avenue. Both of these new facilities are on property that fronts Alexandersville, providing easy access and high visibility. We wish them the very best in their new locations. Of course, the most prominent development opportunities in Miamisburg for the future are in the Austin Road, Byers Road area near the new I-75 interchange that opened in 2010. This interchange has already resulted in some exciting projects for the region and for Miamisburg. In 2012, the third facility was completed in the Byers Business Park, and a company called Ohio Gravier Technologies moved in as the anchor tenant. Formerly known as Detweiler R&D, this firm has been located in the region for 30 years and has about 40 full-time employees. They specialize in the development of precision equipment and related software, and we're very pleased to have them in our community. Construction Managers of Ohio and Mark Fornes Realty have done a great job developing the Byers Business Park, which could eventually grow to 7 of these flexible-use commercial buildings. Just up the road on Byers, Construction Managers and Fornes Realty have another commercial facility under construction in an area that is also ripe for development. We expect a tenant to be announced for this building soon. To help market all of the Miamisburg development opportunities available in the Austin Byers area, we have launched a new mobile text site. Smartphone users can text the word Miamisburg to 99699 to view photos and detailed information on all available parcels. It's the latest way in which we're using technology to connect with the public. For the second consecutive year, the City of Miamisburg tackled a major road construction project in 2012. From April through December, improvements were done to Linden Avenue between 7th Street and Maui Road. This stretch of Linden was completely rebuilt, and the project included extensive utility work and new sidewalk, curb, and gutter on both sides of the street. By the end of the year, a base layer of asphalt pavement had been applied along the entire construction zone, and Linden was reopened to through traffic. We appreciate the patience of motorists and property owners during the year. We also want to thank the Ohio Public Works Commission, which provided $1.1 million in Issue 2 funds for this project. Linden is a main thoroughfare in our community, and these upgrades are much needed. When the weather breaks in spring, final work items will be completed, including the installation of a top layer of pavement. The work on Linden came on the heels of the project that rebuilt 4,000 feet of Central Avenue east of our downtown district. Central is the primary east-west connector through Miamisburg and also part of State Route 725. In 2012, the finishing touches were put on Central, including the final layer of asphalt pavement, striping, landscaping, 3 new traffic signals, and new decorative street lights. This $3 million project also was heavily reliant on State Issue 2 funding, as well as the Ohio Department of Transportation, and we're very appreciative. The improvements on Central were much needed in terms of transportation and pedestrian safety, but also for the image of our city, because it is such a prominent corridor through Miamisburg. Now we have a fresh and attractive main roadway that enhances our older neighborhoods and provides an appealing entrance into the downtown business district. It was an ambitious project and a worthwhile investment in our community. And finally, in terms of road work, I want to touch briefly on 3 other projects. First, at the Mound Advanced Technology Center, Vanguard Boulevard is being extended to become the main roadway through the campus and fully connect the site's north and south entrances. This infrastructure improvement is important to our redevelopment of the site and is made possible by a $4 million grant by the state's Jobs Ready Sites program. Most of the work was completed in 2012, but the project will carry over into the 2013 construction season. Second, the busy railroad crossing on Central Avenue received a much-needed upgrade near the end of the year. Norfolk Southern installed a premium grade crossing that makes it a much easier pass for vehicles, and we appreciate that work. And finally, the 20-year-old bridge that provides entrance into the Pipestone subdivision from Benner Road received major repairs. To alleviate long-term maintenance issues, the existing stone deck was removed and replaced with a stamped concrete material. It has a very high-quality appearance, and we expect it to be a more durable surface going forward. As you can see, we're working to keep our roadways modern and well-maintained in Miamisburg. Looking ahead, we will continue to seek out funding partners and leverage our local tax dollars whenever possible. The core of our mission as a local government is to provide the basic public services our residents have come to expect. We're always seeking improvement and cost efficiency in providing these services. It is our goal to spend tax dollars wisely, especially during these recent years when economic conditions have been such a challenge. That's why we've joined with neighboring Miami Township to form the Miami Valley Fire District to reduce duplication and better contain long-term costs for fire and emergency medical services. In 2012, the district officially became operational, and firefighters now serve both communities round the clock from 5 fire stations. This was a major initiative that took several years to navigate, but the early returns have been positive. Our residents continue to receive outstanding fire and rescue services from the same highly trained firefighter paramedics. Last fall, we officially dedicated a brand new fire station for the district on Wood Road near Austin Boulevard. Local business people were invited to a luncheon event on the site, and a representative from the governor's office was on hand to commend Miamisburg and Miami Township for their ongoing cooperation. It was nice recognition for our 2 jurisdictions. There is one individual I especially want to recognize. When the fire district became operational, it triggered the retirement of Miamisburg Fire Chief Bob Bobbitt. Chief Bobbitt served in that capacity for 20 years, providing outstanding leadership for the Miamisburg Fire Department. He served our community with distinction and was a regional leader in terms of firefighter training and safety. We thank Bob for his service, and we wish him all the best in retirement. Serving as the first chief of the Miami Valley Fire District is Matt Queen, who was the former chief in Miami Township. Matt was chosen by the district's Board of Trustees, and he's off to a great start in this very important position. Because of the economic realities in our state, it is my belief that there is a new way of doing business for local governments and that we're never going back to the old ways. We have to be more efficient than ever, and we have to be receptive to cooperative ventures with others. That's why Miamisburg was a willing partner in the fire district, and prior to that, the countywide dispatch center. It is also why we've been taking a good, hard look at many of the other services that we've traditionally provided in Miamisburg. We want to determine if there is a better way to provide some of these services in the future, given our new fiscal reality. For example, in the latter stages of 2012, the city participated in studies of its refuse and recycling collection and its water and sewer operation. While the water and sewer study is expected to be reviewed by council in early 2013, The results of the refuse study prompted the city to move forward with a major change. On February the 1st, Miamisburg began a new relationship with Rumpke to collect refuse and recycling in the community. This is an exciting change. For residents, there are some service enhancements, but no increase in the $12 monthly refuse fee. For the city, there will be some budget relief, especially as it pertains to capital expenditures. Over the next 5 years, our estimated savings is $3 million. Now that's significant. But it's important to note that in each of these service delivery changes, or potential changes, our goal is not just to save taxpayer money. It's also a priority to maintain or improve the quality of our services. To date, I am confident that we've done that. There are 2 other service improvements from last year I'd like to mention. First, the Miamisburg Police Department obtained this drop-off box for our citizens to safely dispose of unwanted or expired medications in a safe manner. It was acquired through a national grant program and is located on the department's lower level in the Miamisburg Civic Center. And second, the city expanded its array of payment options for water and sewer bills and income tax to include online payments. This is one way that we are trying to meet the changing needs of citizens today. In the time we have remaining, I'd like to touch briefly on a few final highlights from 2012 that were very meaningful. I spoke earlier of the importance that our local government operate in a cost-effective manner. Well, there was one major project dedicated solely to that concept that the public will hardly even notice. Last fall, we launched a series of building improvements at several city facilities that will provide substantial savings on future energy costs and improve our bottom line over the long term. We did this using a non-traditional funding mechanism available to local governments in Ohio. Working with the contractor, we've developed a scope of work at city facilities that will self-fund $2 million in improvements with energy cost savings and rebates over a 15-year period. This work included things like HVAC and lighting system upgrades, roofing, and windows. Many of our buildings now operate more efficiently, and by using this non-traditional funding method, we have freed up future capital dollars for other projects. Cost savings are vital to our organization. I want to emphasize to you that the city is maintaining a conservative approach with the budget because of ongoing uncertainty over several revenue streams. In 2013, Miamisburg expects continuing decreases in revenue from state sources like the local government fund, the estate tax, and the personal property tax. This offsets some of the positive economic news in our community and dictates that we move ahead with caution. Our local school system in Miamisburg had a newsworthy year. Topping the list of highlights was the completion of the district's facilities plan. This multi-year effort included several building projects designed to relieve overcrowded conditions within the district. After first constructing 2 new schools, the final phase of the plan in 2012 featured the completion of major renovations at Kinder Elementary and Miamisburg High School. Kinder is the oldest elementary school in our community, and it was closed for 2 years for improvements and expansion. I'm pleased to report that these renovations, inside and out, really maintained the historic character of the structure, yet created a school that is fully equipped to meet the needs of today's students. Meanwhile, at Miamisburg High School, the improvements were also significant, but they were done in phases over several years, even as classes and activities continued as usual. In this case, the building has taken on a whole new look while increasing the number of classrooms and instituting many needed upgrades. It's gotten a very positive response from the community, and I just want to congratulate school officials on a successful project. I also want to commend everyone affiliated with the district on the results from the latest report card issued by the state of Ohio. Miamisburg was rated excellent with distinction, which is the highest rating on the state scale. This certainly reflects well on the quality of education taking place in our community and the high achievement of our students. There was also a change in leadership for Miamisburg City Schools in 2012. Dr. David Vail was selected by the Board of Education to be the district's new superintendent, succeeding the retired Greg Whitehead. Dr. Vail came to Miamisburg from the Versailles School District in Darke County, where he also served as superintendent. He is a veteran educator in the region, and I wish him all the best during these challenging times for Ohio schools. The biggest highlight in our downtown district during the year was construction of a permanent stage in our Riverfront Park area on Miami Avenue. The development of park space is one of the central elements of our revitalization efforts downtown. We've transitioned many of our community events during the year onto this downtown site, and the addition of a new permanent stage has been a big enhancement. These events are attracting more and more people to the business district and helping keep historic downtown Miamisburg vibrant. The next time you're online, see what's happening downtown at exploremiamisburg.com. There is one final note I want to pass along. As mayor, I have the authority to perform wedding ceremonies, and in November I reached a major milestone. When local residents Shauna Schieffer and Ryan West said their I do's, it was my 3,000th ceremony. We did a few special things for Shauna and Ryan to celebrate the event, and the local media was on hand to provide some news coverage. The couples who come to me for a wedding pay a fee, and every December I donate the total fees from that year to various community organizations. In my 21 years as mayor, these donations have totaled about $140,000. There are many groups in our community doing good things, and this is one way I'm able to support their efforts. After hearing some of the highlights from the past year, I hope you'll agree with the sentiments that I shared in my introduction. There are great things happening in Miamisburg, and we're very fortunate to have so many successes. If you're a resident of our community, I hope that you'll join me in stopping to appreciate all these great things. I also thank you for the role you play in making this a special place. We have a tremendous community with people who care. Let me give you a prime example. On Labor Day weekend, we had a new event downtown called River Blast. It was probably the largest thing we've ever had downtown, and attendance was through the roof. Well, this event was conceived when Farmers and Merchants Bank approached the city and said they wanted to pay for a fireworks show for the community. So our staff worked with them to create a whole event around the fireworks, and people really responded. I wouldn't be surprised to see this become an annual thing here, and it all started because of the generosity of one of our businesses. There are many other great things taking place throughout our community. Great things in our churches, in youth organizations, and in the workplace. My point is this: together we are making a difference in the present and in the future of Miamisburg. Great things really are happening here, and we're very fortunate. Others are noticing, and we can all be proud of that. Let's embrace these things and let's appreciate them. As a local government and as a community, I know that we'll keep moving forward in a positive way. In our local government, I work with a dedicated group of city council members and a professional staff. By working together, I am confident that we can continue to achieve at a high level and meet the challenges ahead. There are some major things on the horizon that I'd like to see us accomplish, so there's no shortage of work ahead. That concludes my State of the City address for 2013. As usual, I want to thank the fine staff at the Miami Valley Communications Council for helping develop this presentation for cable television. I also want to thank you for watching. My friends, the state of Miamisburg is strong, and with the support of our caring citizens, I am confident that we can build on that strength and reach our potential as a community. I'm Dick Church Jr. May God bless you and your family, and may God bless America.